My name's Bonnie. I live in the UK with my partner Claire, and we started watching Bad Girls approximately 2 months ago, which is really awful considering it's been on our tellies for nearly 8 years. 8 years next year, I think. I think the reason we didn't start watching it is because when it started in '99, I was, how old was I? 17 years old, and I was just at that sort of stage where I was kind of scared of the fact that I might be gay and thinking, oh God, what am I going to do if I am? And I knew Bad Girls was on telly and I knew it had lesbians in it, and that freaked me out a bit. I just remember reading in the Radio Times, I remember reading about it and thinking, oh, I want to watch it, but I'm scared to watch it. I was very scared of being different. I was very scared of being identified, as being any different to my friends. And I didn't want to get into a programme like that. I didn't want to really... It's hard to explain. I remember thinking, it didn't really appeal to me, I suppose. The idea of women being locked up together. It does now. But it's weird. It's weird how your mind works when you're a teenager. So yeah, I didn't watch it. I remember watching the end of one episode where someone died in a fire. I don't remember what season it was. Did they die in a fire? There was a fire anyway, and there were some people on the floor and they were trying to get out, and I think someone died. But it's a very, very vague memory, and it was several years ago. Okay, so I'll answer the actual questions now because I've rambled on for long enough. The first question, who's my favourite character? At the moment, obviously bear in mind we've only watched approximately 70% of season 1. So far, I have a real soft spot for Nikki. I would probably consider her my favourite at the moment. Why I like her? Well, excuse me. I like the fact that she's very, very confident. She comes across as very confident. But at the same time, she's not really. She seems to have quite a sensitive side, and seems to need somebody. I get the feeling that she really needs someone, and she's quite lonely. Obviously I don't really know the characters that well yet, but that's how she comes across to me. I like the fact that she's very... I suppose she gives the impression of confidence. Whether she's actually confident, I don't know. But a lot of the time she seems quite scared, and she seems like she's really, really lonely. And she really, really needs some sort of companionship. She's quite a loner. I suppose people think that she can take care of herself and she's happy on her own, but I think she really wants someone, Helen obviously, to be there and cuddle her and things. And I always, whenever she cries or anything or looks a bit miserable, I just want to give her a big cuddle because I'm a big softie, and she looks very cuddleable. Yeah, I like Nikki. She looks kind of weird. Like, that sounds really mean. She looks kind of weird because she's sort of got a 90s look about her. She wears these little earrings and she's got the funny haircut and the makeup, and I think she looks better without makeup and without earrings, but that's probably because she looks kind of late 80s, early 90s, even though it's set in the late 90s. But I've seen pictures of her from season 3 and she looks a bit more normal. I just sound really, really cruel, don't I? She looks weird, but yeah, she's a cutie. Yeah, I really like Nikki. I hope she doesn't turn into an evil cow. My other favourite character is probably Shell, because I've loved Deborah Stevenson forever, ever since I saw Play in the Field in, I don't know when it was, mid-90s. Probably just before Bad Girls, to be honest, but I didn't watch Bad Girls at the time, obviously. I think Deborah Stevenson's brilliant, and she's from Hull, which is where I live. I just think the character of Shell is really funny. She really makes me laugh. Just the comments she makes, just so obviously meant to be funny, but the way she delivers her lines is quite, I don't know, it's just something about her. But I may be biased because I love Deborah. I don't really know. I haven't really warmed to the other characters that much yet. Helen's starting to grow on me, but I don't quite trust her at the moment. That probably sounds really bad to people who really love Helen, but I haven't warmed to her in the way that I've warmed to Nikki. Probably because she's been quite offish with Nikki. But I do like the sort of tension between them, and I can see Helen growing on me quite a bit. Apart from that, I would say Nikki's my favourite character at the moment, and then Shell. I can't really think of any others that I really like at the moment. As for my favourite pairing, obviously it's Helen and Nikki, because that's, you know, obvious. I'm really looking forward to seeing their relationship develop, and hopefully I'll start liking Helen a bit more. It's not that I don't like her, it's just that I suppose she hasn't really opened up at all, and it's hard to really tell what's going on in her head, whereas Nikki comes across as being quite, I don't know, you can really get a feel for what she's thinking and how she's feeling. But I'm sure that I'll grow to like Helen a lot more as she opens up to Nikki, which I'm sure she will. Yeah, the relationship thing. Yeah, so I know they haven't really done anything yet. They haven't really explored their sexual tension yet or anything like that. But I've seen the photos and I know that they do, you know, get it on. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing that develop and seeing who makes the first move. Well, at the moment it would seem that Nikki would, but I don't know if she's been scared off by when she put Helen's hand on her boob and Helen freaked out. I don't know if Nikki's been sort of frightened away and if Helen's now going to have to make the first move, and I don't know, it's quite interesting because I haven't really read any spoilers. I just know from Kath's icons and things that, you know, obviously they resolve their sexual tension in a way. But I don't know, I don't even know if they end up together or if they, you know, if it's a happy ending between them. I don't know any of that, so I'm going to try to stay, you know, unknowing. It's going to be difficult though because there are three seasons that they're in, aren't there, I think, and obviously they're airing one a week here, so I think we might have to rent the DVDs so we can catch up quite quickly. I'm amazed that we got into it and actually like it. Proven me wrong on that. I suppose I still had the same feelings about it that I had when I was a teenager and was a bit scared of the programme. I'm looking forward to doing more of these, hopefully when we've watched a few more episodes, and thank you for letting me take part. Bye.